everybody, this is Ron LeGrand, and the lesson of the week is about how to find yourself the proper agent to go make offers on bank-owned properties. And I'm doing this lesson because if you find the improper agent, you will get nothing accepted. They will talk you out of the business and they will make your life miserable, and you'll probably make their life just as miserable. There are people who specialize in pretty much any aspect of business, and there are those who dabble in it and will give you the impression that they are specialists in it, but that's just not true. The person you want making offers for you on bank-owned properties is a person who does that day in, day out, and knows the system. You need somebody in the system, not somebody who's sold 3, 4, 5 bank-owned properties over the course of a year. The agents you're looking at will probably be selling from 5 to 10 houses or more per month as bank-owned properties, because that's what they specialize in. And if you don't use those agents, you're going to spin your wheels. You got a whole learning curve to go through. They've got a learning curve to go through, which is actually the biggest problem. And they will cost you deals because they don't know the system. There are the contracts that you must use. There are things you can and cannot put in those contracts. There are things that only these agents know because they're in direct contact with the lenders themselves, or the people who represent the lenders. There are things that will work and will not work. And plus, if the agent is in direct contact with a lender, they know if there's 5 or 6 offers laying on the table right now, and they don't have to go through another agent or a daisy chain to get all of this information. The people that are on the inside click know what will work and what won't work, and you probably ought to listen to them because they can save you a lot of wasted steps. And I'll tell you where to find them. They're not hard to find. Well, first, when you find the bank-owned properties with the signs in front of them, it's likely that they're listed with an REO agent in that area. And by simply calling that person and asking them, do you specialize in REO? REO stands for real estate owned or bank-owned properties. And if they say yes, well, how many of these do you do a month? And you'll get your answer. You'll get your answer real fast. It'll become crystal clear whether that's truly their specialty or not their specialty. So find the properties that are listed by realtors and call that listing agent. And if that listing agent is not a specialist, they'll guide you to another specialist. Or you can just ask around. If you ask around to the investors or to the realtors that are not the agents, they'll guide you right to them. They're not very difficult to find. Look, every time we go into a city and we do a boot camp, we have to do the exact same thing. We just take one of our students who's active and say, do you know a good REO agent? And they lead us right to it. I'm going to Dallas, for example, here in a couple of days, and the agent that we're using to pick the properties out for our boot camp bus trip came from Tim Cook, who is an active student in Dallas doing a lot of deals. Tim referred us to this person because this person works with him and does what we want her to do for him. We just did the same thing in Seattle. Our realtor's name was Obid, and he was referred to me by Patrick and Lisa Gergen because they live there, work there, and do deals there. Obid did an incredible job. I mean, an incredible job of picking up some good stuff. We went to Baltimore recently, and we're actually going back there at the end of June. And Sean Leon's, same thing. We use Sean's realtor who finds deals for Sean. So if you ask active realtors or active investors, you won't have any trouble finding the right people. And you'll know if they're the right people pretty quickly. And I can tell you, while you're at it, see if you can get hooked up on a system like Listing Book, like we have here, listingbook.com, because it makes it so easy. I did a training on this not too long ago, and you'll find it on your site. And where we get every day we get these properties emailed to us, so we just go right on there, pull up the pictures of them, the days on the market, the square footage, everything we need to know is right on the site now. There's no really reason to leave your desk, so we pick off the ones we want to make offers on there based on our knowledge of the area, and fire those offers over to the listing agent, and they put in the offers for us. And some of them, most of them crap out, and we get, I don't know, maybe 1 out of 10, maybe 1 out of 15 of them accepted, and that's the game. But if you don't have the right person on the other end of that process, then you're not going to get anywhere. And any good real estate real REO agent can set you up with some kind of a system to where you automatically get all of the new additional bank-owned properties, plus all of the ones that have had a price change that particular day. And that makes it a lot easier to do this business. So it's like anything else. Find the people who do what they do best to free your time up to do what you do best. And if you're going to make bank-owned properties, you're going to have very slim chance of success if you don't find that right person. No different than you need a good real estate attorney. You need a good contractor if you're going to do rehabs. This is just another one of your dream team. So I hope that helps. I'll see you next week on the next lesson.